Hi YouTube fam, how is everybody doing? Happy Christmas and a happy new year. Guys, can y'all believe this is already almost 2021? Hard to believe, right? I know. It's just like, where has this year gone? It's like it just like literally flew by. Literally flew by. But anyways, I am Veronica, and I am back at it again. If you are new to my channel, I talk on true crime, unsolved, solved, anything that fascinates me because I'm very fascinated with true crime in itself. Because it's a very fascinating category, guys. It's just fascinating. I mean, just to try to get into the mind of a killer. I'm not a psychiatrist, or psychologist, but it's just a fascinating thing. But if you are a returning subscriber, then y'all already know. I know what it is, so I don't gotta explain y'all. But I love y'all still. Anyways, so since it is near Christmas, which is in 2 days from the recording of this video, depending on when I put it up, but I decided to look under, some unsolved and solved murders that happened during Christmas. And guys, the shocking amounts that happened, it is so mind-boggling, guys. I was like, whoa, what? It's like, I understand that during the holidays, yes, it is a very depressing time for a lot of people. Because for the longest, holidays was not my thing either, because I have lost my mom back in 2015, it was May 7th, 2015. I think it was maybe a couple of days before Mother's Day, or it might have been on Mother's Day here. I'm not sure. It was one of them. I was in a fall, the remainder of that year and the remainder of the couple of years afterwards. But for the longest, holidays was not my thing. I did not, put up no tree for Christmas. I did not like to celebrate Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Mother's Day, especially. I did not like none of it. I did not. For 3 or 4 years. It's last year was the first year I put up a tree since my mom passed. And it's just that I had to snap out of it for my kids, because my kids deserve to be able to celebrate holidays, and to be excited, to be, cheerful and jolly. And I had to snap out of it for them, because they don't deserve to have to be depressed, and all that. But like I said, I do understand that during holidays it can be a very depressing time. You may have lost a loved one, may be in the middle of a nasty divorce, you may, be estranged from your family, may, all this, and which is, like I said, it's very depressing for some people. And some people take it to the extreme, though, and they commit murder. They go and murder the ones that are causing them the hurt. My opinion on that is it's a nay. It's a no go. A lot of these people, they just snap in despair, in the moments, they just lose it. It's a very sad thing. What about the survivors of this? You gotta look at the survivors, that may be in the midst of that, the survivor guilt that they're going to carry with them all the time, especially during the holidays, especially during Christmas, what we're talking about right now. Every Christmas that rolls around, they're going to think about what happened to them and the fact that they survived and the other ones didn't. It's a very depressing scenario. I mean, very heart-wrenching. My heart goes out to the survivors of the story I'm going to tell that took place in Grapevine, Texas. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I had never heard of Grapevine, Texas. I have family that live in Killeen, Texas. I know of Dallas, Texas. I know of Austin, Texas. I know of other little certain parts, but I had never guys. I'm so tongue-tied. I'm so sorry, but I had never heard of Grapevine, Texas. So if there is anybody that sees this and happens to be living in Grapevine or near Grapevine, knows something about Grapevine, Texas, leave it in the comment section down below. I would love to get to know about it. But anyways, this story takes place in Grapevine, Texas, and this is going to center around a Muslim faith family. So I am not going to be able to pronounce their names correctly, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot pronounce the names right. I'm going to give it my all. Now the last names, I definitely I can't even begin to pronounce them. I can't. But we're going to give this a go, guys. So, like I was saying, it's centered around a family, a Muslim family. The father's name is Aziz. Guys, we're going to call him Z, okay? The mother's name, I think, is pronounced Fatima or Fatima, something like that in that nature. And also, they had 2 children, a son named Ali and a daughter named Nora. Now, them 2 I can't pronounce. Yeah, I like that. So, this took place in 2011. December 2011. They didn't give a specific date, so I'm thinking it's like near or on Christmas. So, yeah. So he was estranged from his wife around this time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what happened, then we're going to work our way down. So Christmas, let's say Christmas, maybe Christmas Eve of 2011. He knocks on his estranged wife's apartment door, dressed as Santa Claus. You're not thinking, when you go to the door and you got a kid just going to the door and they see Santa Claus, they're excited, right? No matter what. They're just excited to see that Santa Claus has arrived. He also has presents, and you're not thinking anything negative at this time, because this is supposed to be a holiday of giving, of loving, of being there, being together, and just, full of love and cheer. You're not thinking anything is going to happen. But on this fateful day, whenever they were not in the apartment alone. Side note, they were not in the apartment alone. It was the mother, the son, the daughter, the mother's sister, and her husband, and their daughter, their 22-year-old daughter. So whenever their daughter went to open, let me back that up, guys. The daughter of Aziz, we're just going to call him the father. Make sense, guys? Because I cannot pronounce his name. So whenever she went to open the door, she was not expecting to be shocked as she opened the door to Santa Claus standing there. It was, he killed his wife, he killed his son, who was 19 years old, and he killed his daughter. His son was 14 years old, and his daughter was 19 years old. Also victimizing the sister-in-law, her husband, and their 22-year-old daughter. At some point during this massacre, while this is taking place, a 911 call was placed from inside the apartment, which they think maybe it came from the sister-in-law, maybe the husband, or who knows, maybe it was one of his son or his daughter, or his wife or somebody, but they're not sure who made the 911 call, but there was a 911 call placed. But they also speculate that he himself was the one that made the 911 call. So who knows? Nobody knows at this point who made that 911 call. As the police entered the apartment on this fateful gloom day that's supposed to be filled with cheer, what they saw in front of them was a scene that they would never forget, that would be engraved in their minds as every Christmas rolls around. As they enter the apartment of his estranged wife, they see wrapped and unwrapped presents with bodies scattered around and with blood of the victims scattered about on the presents. One of the victims was still in their pajamas, which is assuming that they were either wrapping or unwrapping gifts at the time that they were shot. Guys, whenever I read this, it was like, what is on this dude's mind? I mean, this is what was on his mind? Yeah. Okay. This chilling text was just moments before the massacre occurred from Sahara, who was the sister's daughter, the mother's sister's daughter. Quote, now he wants to act all fatherly and win Father of the Year because he effed up before, unquote. This was sent just moments before they were all shot. But luckily, the sister, the husband, and their daughter survived, but unfortunately, his wife, his daughter, and his son did not survive. They died. So let's do a little thing on the father here, okay? He told a friend that, this, I guess, is like a friend that he worked with, maybe, or something, that himself and the husband of the sister would lie to the wives about taking vacations or going on trips to these places, and they would end up in hotel rooms with sex workers. I'm just gonna call them sex workers because I don't think the other word is just feeding. I mean, because there's no shaming on my channel, no matter what, so no, we're not gonna do that. But yeah, they would end up in the hotel room with these women, supposedly, assumingly by what the father said. In which I don't know if we can even believe anything he says. I mean, look what he done. So his wife told. Hold on a minute. I wrote these notes down, guys, and they're not making no sense to me now. Oh, yeah. Okay, so his wife told her apartment manager that how much she feared her husband. The man that she was, married to, well, she feared him. She had so much fear from him because of the impending divorce. He did not take it well at all, guys. He was furious whenever she filed for divorce from him. It's happened on 2200 block at Hall Johnson Road. 7 bodies was thrown among the living room, among open and open presents. A television set was on. One of the victims, as I told you, was wearing pajamas. All have been shot at least once in the head. So, I don't think there was a survivors. Or was there? I don't think nobody survived this, guys, because there were 7 of them. So, I don't think nobody survived this. And it's a sad, sad thing. His wife had left him without any electricity nor running water, and barely had any furniture in this home after she got moved out. Now, guys, let me back up for a minute. While they was married, they was living lavishly. They had the big house, they had the nice cars, they had what you call the American dream. They did before all of this took place. But fast forward some years, 2 kids later, years later, she ended up wanting a divorce, and left him with no running water, no electricity, barely any furniture in the house. Oh, sorry, pardon me, guys. It says a co-worker of the wife's told police that she had a conversation with her about how her husband was not providing for his family the way that Muslims are supposed to. Muslim husbands are supposed to be like the breadwinner of the family. That's just how it is. And obviously, something was wrong or something was going down that was causing him not to live up to his responsibilities of a Muslim husband, because her co-worker is the one that had this conversation with her, telling her how concerned she was that he was not living up to his Muslim faith, that he was not living up, providing for his family the way that he's supposed to be providing for them. So that is telling you a lot when you have a co-worker, telling you this. And also, the father always thought that the sister-in-law was always coming in between them and breaking up his marriage, and that he had control of his wife and his kids, and telling them that he was evil and all this and all that, which proved to be right. I don't think evil, I think it goes beyond evil, because who goes on Christmas or near Christmas, shoots his whole family, including sister-in-law, husband, and their daughter? Who does this? That's not evil. I mean, I understand your wife left you. Yeah, I mean, I understand she left you with nothing. But that gives you no right to go and, commit the crime that he done. And then he ends up turning the gun on himself and killing himself also. So, but friends of his say that they were stunned of his actions, that he did not seem like the type that would do that. And like most killers don't. I mean, did Ted Bundy like he'd be a killer? Nah, he didn't like he fit that profile, but he's a serial killer. So, a killer does not have what, Americans consider as a monster. Like if we was to look at somebody and, I mean, America's got some kind of image of a killer, what they're supposed to look like, and that's not true. That is so untrue. A killer can be very handsome, very charming. They can be very charismatic. They can be the most angelic people that there is. I mean, they can be, and they pull that mask off and a different person, because a lot of them are masking a lot of things. Most of them are sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists. That's what most of them are, That's true to be told. But his friends also said that he was a very caring and generous man that loved his children. If he loved his children the way that he claimed to have, then why did he take their lives at such a young age? They didn't even have a chance to live their life. His son was only 14. His daughter was only 19. They were just beginning life. They were just beginning. And he just ripped it from them. snuffed it out of them. So, I mean, why? I mean, I don't understand these. I mean, I'm not a killer, so I'm not gonna understand. But guys, really? On Christmas at that. So the extended family, when every Christmas that rolls around, they're gonna always think of this. They're gonna always. It's just gonna be like a survivor's guilt thing. My condolences go out to the surviving families of these victims. I'm so sorry. This did not have to happen. Very senseless, cold, uncalled for, thing that happened to a loving wife and her sister, her kids, her sister's kid, and her sister's husband. Very cold and callous thing that happened. Anyways, guys, like I said at the end of all my videos, stay kind to everybody, everywhere. Bullying is not accepted. Disrespect is not tolerated, nor is cruelty. Stay beautiful and always, always put God first, or, whatever religion you believe in. But anyways, until next time, guys, I'm out. I love y'all. Mwah.